I remember the first time that I met you, Jin Lee, who is director of ODE. I didn't meet you at the time, Adriel, was in München. Mainly, I got the impression of a sound business, but with an important place for genuine cross-cultural understanding, rather than a main emphasis on marketable propositions. It's needed. You have to do that in order to be a business. But if the content isn't very important and you are in the business of culture, it very quickly becomes poorly baked hot air. What the pandemic is a kind of a wake-up call. I hope it will function in that way. Because it shows us that there can be problems that do not affect us yet so much today, but they are waiting to happen. The pandemic is one that was very fast, but climate change is one that's slower but much worse. Biodiversity degradation is slower still and worse still. So I do hope that the pandemic will make us reconsider let's say the things that we can take away from the various cultures in the world. We can consider them to be ways of looking at reality that have some proven merit and some inbuilt risks. And if we can ride that train of thought, well, maybe then the idea of culture, including measuring it indicatively with the Culture in the Workplace questionnaire, can be very, very useful. And this is actually also the subtitle of my dad's and my own book, Cultures and Organizations, Intercultural Understanding and Its Importance for Survival. I think if it's well applied, and that's what I think ODE are trying to do, it can be an eye-opener to people in organizations who can fill it out, see that their answers are very different, and start to reflect on why this is so, and how this could work out in the life of organizations, and how they could be complementary rather than conflicting when they have those different answering tendencies on the CWQ. I've been charmed from the start by the approach of Jin Lee and the other ODE partners, and thought this is how you can run a cross-cultural business. You have to be a bunch of people who can give and take, although there has to be a sense of direction and purpose as well. ODE can really do good work because you get to see life in the trenches in a very international setting, based as you are in Singapore and having all these international partners. And let me add that, because I haven't done that yet, I think being in business for 25 years, in something that's so politically sensitive and ever-changing as culture, and also it's never the first thing on people's minds. This is the problem with culture, like with climate change, you know, it's very, very important, but something else is always more proximate. And that's the same with culture. So having done that for 25 years and still being in business and thriving is a very great achievement indeed. And it is a sign also that there's really some meat on the bones. And therefore, I wish ODE a very strong future and new adventures to go through. And I also think this is actually necessary for our world, in which, you know, humans have the most wonderful capacities and can do so much, but they don't always deliver according to potential, do they? So ODE, go.